What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another Batman Beyond reaction, guys. This is episode 5 of season 1. We're getting closer to like the halfway point of the season. So far, we had like 3 episodes that were like really going to the overarching storyline. Mostly like the first 2 episodes. The whole Ink episode is still actually like contributing to the storyline. But episode 4 is more like a standalone episode focused on like the new villain Golem. Where this episode, I'm pretty sure, is going to be focused on Mr. Freeze. Because the episode's literally called Meltdown. Like, you can't call an episode Meltdown and not have Mr. Freeze in. And I honestly don't care if they really, like, go into the overarching storyline in this episode. Like, Derek Powers doesn't show up, or other, like, big characters in the season. I'll be fine with it. Like, Mr. Freeze can carry his own episode by himself. He's just that great of a character. But guys, I'm pretty excited to check this out. So guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up, new channel, make sure to subscribe to my next Batman Beyond reaction. I'm going to be doing this whole series, guys. Season 1, 2, 3, and then I'll do the Batman Return of the Joker, and then probably last, I'll probably do a reaction review to like the few episodes of Justice Unlimited that kind of like continue Batman Beyond's story. So yeah, guys, without further ado, your reaction to Batman Beyond Season 1, Episode 5, Meltdown, starts now. Okay.
You can poach an egg in this water.
What are they doing? Dude, he got that camouflage mode. Okay.
Patrol.
Oh. Okay, let's go.
Hey.
Nice. Nice. Dude, imagine fighting somebody like who look invisible. That'd be so hard. Oh, nice.
Wish you could join them.
Alright. Oh, he's getting mad. Dang. So when he gets mad, it starts to like go away.
Perhaps you're right, it is.
Would nobody not be weirded out by the whole thing? Just put on glasses? Like, come on.
Mr. Powers, I have a suggestion.
Who are you?
Who's this?
She's new here, Mr. Powers. She really shouldn't be.
I'm Dr. Lake.
Wait, who is she talking about?
Take a good look, Doctor.
Oh.
I've been like this for nearly 50 years.
Mr. Freeze.
And I haven't aged one day.
Huh.
I have become what many men have dreamed of.
Immortal.
An immortal.
Yeah.
And yet, there hasn't been a day. Ah.
Why is she standing like that? She's all like...
A mind like yours deserves
Okay.
a body.
Is he just a head? Oh, dang.
A momentary discomfort.
Momentarily. More like freaking a long time. Oh. So they like transferred his body to another body.
I don't think you
Whoa.
Let's see what he can do. She used to help Victor will serve to help millions more.
You mean yourself.
I want you
He's
to
not looking to help other people, he's looking to help
let him out of your
himself.
sight. Why?
He's Mr.
I
Freeze.
don't trust him.
That cat's gonna get run over. Oh. So he's actually a good guy. Okay. But what happened to the whole thing that, like, he's trying to save his wife? He's got a new girl now? Or no? Is he gonna kiss her? What happened to, like, Nora? Like, who's that? Oh, snap. There we go. Save him, save him.
Stay down.
I love that batarang. Okay. Nice.
Legitimate earnings were put in a blind trust. After
Okay.
all these years, it comes to quite a significant sum.
But he never used it, so he has a lot of money.
Not charity. Justice.
Huh.
More like blood money.
Come on, can't
Blood
you cut him a
money?
little slack? Like my mom said, he's just a guy trying to put his house in order.
I'm on Bruce's side. Like, you can't trust him. He's Mr. Freeze. He's getting crazy. Oh, dang. Wait, it's snowing now? Oh, snap.
What are you doing?
Wait, she's making it super hot in there.
Open the door! Please.
Oh. I actually feel bad for him, though. Dang, she's an evil bitch. Like, ooh. Oh! Damn, let's go. Yep. He's gonna beat you up. Or not.
We're having a heat wave, Mr. Powers. Today it hit 70.
70 is not a heat wave.
Where's that coming from?
Dude, they only know what heat wave is. Freaking out here, it's like 120 degrees. Okay. Dang! Nice! That's dope. That's pretty cool. Okay.
How?
It's something I've kept in cold storage.
Nice.
You have this all wrong.
No, you don't kill him. I'm actually on Mr. Freeze's side. Kill him.
Please.
Kill her too. They're both evil. There we go. Oh, snap. Damn. But he's not gonna die because he has like the radiation.
Remember, there might be some momentary discomfort.
Oh. She's dead. Wow. Okay. Where's Terry at? Like, actually. I knew it. Yep. This is actually cool, though. There we go. Oh. Dang, the batarang didn't work in this situation.
So did you.
Oh, shit. Oh. Is he gonna kill him?
Don't you?
Dang.
Your suit. The heat is on, Victor.
Whoa.
I can't maintain video link. What's going on?
Get out of there, Terry. Are they actually gonna kill off Mr. Freeze?
Upon the land, and everything I touch shall wither.
Holy. Oh, dang.
Batman.
And who are you, Sunshine?
Derek Powers. Oh, sh- oh.
There's something hot in that room.
Yeah, no shit. Oh. Come on, Mr. Freeze, just get out of there. You can live another day. Okay.
This guy, he's like a walking meltdown.
Get out of there, Terry. You can't fight him off. Okay. Dang. Oh.
You will come the real bird.
Oh.
Right?
Blight? Huh. So his name's Blight?
You gotta get out of here, Freeze. The whole
Come on,
place is
Freeze.
gonna go.
Believe me, you're the only one who cares.
I care. Come on, get out of there. Wow. They just killed off Mr. Freeze. Huh.
Mr. Powers, thank heaven.
And then there's this guy, like, really?
Not that you would have been hard to spot without it. We also brought these, just in case you were cold.
Blankets. Why would he be cold?
Are idiots.
Yeah, they're freaking idiots, man. The guy is literally burying up, you giving blankets. Really?
No way he got out.
It could have.
So that was Relay's reaction to Batman Beyond, guys. That episode was really good. I'm gonna say it was a really good episode. Mr. Freeze was interesting. I did like how pretty much they transferred his body to like pretty well. He just had a head, and then they transferred like his, I'll say body and mind. It's like another body. And he pretty much walked around, was like, hey, I'm not gonna do bad things anymore. And the one scene, like the gravesite, where I thought it'd be like Nora he was looking at, cause I'm thinking Nora's dead, like she has to be dead. Yeah, she is dead. But then he was looking at his gravesite, and the one guy showed up to kill him because like Mr. Freeze like killed his whole family. And pretty much Mr. Freeze was like, hey, I'm sorry for what I did. Like, I'm actually sorry. That was another life. Like, it's a bad excuse, but I still felt for him. I was like, alright, he's trying to get better. And then to see him pretty much get betrayed by Derek Powers and that other scientist chick, which I already forgot her name. But they betrayed him, then he became evil again. Which he wasn't like really evil, like super evil, but he wasn't like reasonable. He became like unreasonable. And when he's just like, oh, I'm gonna destroy this whole compound, kill myself, I'm like, dang, dude, stop thinking crazy, get out there and live a life. Like, I felt for Mr. Freeze. And it was a good character arc. I hope he returns in the series, because he was great in this episode. I'm happy they brought him back. And his suit looked awesome. It looked awesome. He showed up, it was just blasting everywhere. The part where he froze the scientist chick and killed her was like, damn, like, it was kind of dark. Like, this is not a kid's show, guys. Like, it's not a kid's show. Like, on a kid's show, you wouldn't see a villain freeze somebody to death and that person just scream for help. Like, you don't see that. But I'm honestly fine with it because it adds more depth to the actual episode. And yes, that scientist chick, I kind of knew she was gonna die. Like, she was kind of just like one done. I didn't really care for her character. Just one thing I'm wondering, they only mentioned Nora once. Like, that pretty much Mr. Freeze used the money that he's been pretty much getting all these years as a villain, that he would have helped his wife, but pretty much that went to the wayside, and now he's gonna use it for, not like a charity, but like, as he said, like for justice, which I'm wondering, what actually happened to Nora's body? Like, it was frozen. We know that as a Mr. Freeze fan and as a Batman fan, like, I know that, okay, Mr. Freeze had her body, and he's been trying to bring her back all this time. And actually, like a recent story arc in DC Comics, in Detective Comics, he actually brought her back. He actually did. Like, it was in the year of the villain, Lex Luthor gave him something, and it was pretty much Mr. Freeze and Mrs. Freeze against Batman. It was a really interesting story arc. I definitely recommend it, guys. But in that whole story arc, with that, it was like, alright, he brought her back. But in this, it's like, alright, so it's been 50 years. What happened to her body? Like, did he just give up on that? Is she gone? Is that body just like totally gone, destroyed? Or is he actually, like, is it somewhere? Like, will that actually come up again in the series? I wonder. But guys, Derek Powers was a good villain. I did like how, okay, he's been kind of like degenerating and like straying this whole time, but when he showed up and Terry was fighting off against Mr. Freeze, he shows up and just starts, he blasts Terry or Batman Beyond and starts taking down Mr. Freeze, and he's Blight. I think his name's Blight. It may be something else, but I'm pretty sure his villain name is Blight. And seeing that fight between him and Terry was just great. Like, the animation was cool, the action was great, Bruce in the background, like, hey, get out of there. It had tension, suspense. Like, I really liked it. Like, it was good. It was a good, like, third act of this episode. Like, guys, the first act was, like, solid. Like, it's the regular stuff. Alright, feels like it's gonna be a standalone. Some Derek Powers stuff. It kind of felt like it was going like the whole Inc. episode, where it's like, alright, we had Derek Powers, Batman Beyond, Bruce, like that whole thing going on, the overarching storyline, but then we have another villain, like Inc. And it felt like that until like the third act, where it really started to get interesting. I really liked it. So yeah, guys, I'm very excited for the next episode. This is probably one of the best ones. I really like this. Like, I'm a Mr. Freeze fan. I really like him as a villain. And Derek Powers is growing on me. Like, at first I thought he was like, alright, he's an okay villain. Like, it was cool seeing him as like pretty much all like radioactive in the second episode. But see him actually fight in this episode, and see him like call his workers like idiots. Like, actually, that part where the worker's like, hey, do you want a blanket? I'm like, why would you want a blanket? That guy, he's literally light up. He's burning up, and you're giving him a blanket? Like, really? That don't make sense. But still, I did like him just calling them idiots. Like, I am liking Derek Powers, the villain, and he's actually so far I can see him as a good main villain, alright? He may come worse down the line, or even better. I'm pretty sure better, because the show is really good so far. I can barely see the show, like, misstepping in this first season, because it hasn't misstepped at all for me in the first 5 episodes, and that's actually pretty rare. Like, usually in, like, a show, in, like, its first season, like, the first half of the season, there has to be at least, like, 1 episode that's just, like, not good at all. But so far, we haven't hit that yet. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend it. You should check it out. Like, I checked it out. Probably a lot of you guys who are watching these videos probably already watched the show. But if you join the journey with me, tell me your theories in the comments below, like, what will happen next, and what you think about this episode in general. Now, if you've watched the entire show, don't put spoilers down below, but tell me, like, what you think about Mr. Freeze as a character. On this show, in other, like, DC Comics continuity, in Detective Comics, like that one arc with, like, Mr. Freeze and Mrs. Freeze, it was, like, tied into, like, the whole year of the villain thing. And tell me what you think about Derek Powers as a villain. Like, is his name Blight, or is it something else? If you guys like the video, give a big thumbs up on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so you miss on my next Bound Beyond reaction. We're going to episode 6 next time, so you want to stay tuned. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.